Church and words to welcome you. And I don't think that I need John say to invite me. You are welcome. And for many people, probably you don't have a chance to come to this church. And I just want to let you know that we are very pleased to have you guys here. And before we start, I think I want to let you know where's the restaurant is. So you go left, turn, go out this door and turn left on the restaurant is on the right hand side. And I know that this church is also very busy too. I know that today we have the 2 activities. From 2 to 3:30 we have this group meeting, and follow this group we also have a Taiwanese youth and young adults group is going to use this space to do some of the presentation about related to Taiwan culture, historical event, all this stuff. And also we had the book, the author of the book called Min, and the author is Julie Lin, right? I mean, she's here and she like to come to this town hall meeting as well as she want to present her book. So I follow this one. If you want to stay here, you're more than welcome too. But if you want to go for another conversation or dialogue or fellowship, you can move to our social hall. Just move out this door, and on the left-hand side, that's our social hall. Okay, so welcome again, and John wanted me to say a prayer before we start, so let's say grace. Grace and Lord God, we thank you for this new day, and thank you for this very precious opportunity that we, people from Taiwan living in the United States, could have this very valuable opportunity to meet the representative of this congressman in this area. And we welcome all of them, and as we going to start our conversation, dialogue, we ask your Spirit be with us, give us courage, wisdom, and knowledge, understanding, so that we could know each other better, and we could commit ourselves to work for the community as well as to the country, and not only this country but global community as well. As we start, trust each one of us and give us courage, faith, love, and compassion. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. So I pass this microphone to John to introduce our speakers, and then follow Hsieh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a wonderful opportunity that Taiwanese community can sit down together. I believe this will be the first opportunity, first experience that our community had a town hall meeting with the representative from Congressman's office. And we all remember back into February 25th, we had a music concert in this hall. And on that day, Congressman did promise, to have a town hall meeting. That's why we had a continuous meeting today. But due to the busy schedule, that Congressman cannot be here. But his district representative, Mr. Gabriel Arteaga, is here with us. So without further ado, let's have a warm welcome to Gabriel.
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Good.
Hey, good. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. I appreciate being here on a Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside. I had an opportunity to run in San Francisco earlier today. The Congressman and I are very active people. So I was able to run 7 miles, and then also had an event earlier today, and then I have one later today as well. So definitely the Congressman apologizes that he's not here today. He obviously, like was mentioned, he had a very busy schedule, but we want to make sure that we can continue to be out in the community, and hopefully that the Congressman's schedule can open up so that he could be here speaking in front of you all and addressing some of the concerns that you may have that you would like to see brought up in Washington, D.C., as that's his most important goal. If there's anything that you can get from me here today, is that the Congressman wants to make sure that he listens to the community and that he can bring those opinions and those thoughts to Washington, D.C. That's his ultimate goal. one of his most important goals in Congress is to have a mobile Congress. And that is that he wants to be able to take advantage of social media, be able to take advantage of other resources so that he can actually reach out to more people in the community, so that he can listen to what is concerning to the community. So what the congressman has done is he's been able to Skype into a couple of the city council meetings throughout the congressional district. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how big the 15th congressional district is, but I'll tell you guys a little bit how big it is and how each one of the district representatives has an issue area or geographical area that they cover. So my name is Gabriel Arteaga. I work as a district representative for 4 cities in our district, and that's Hayward, Union City, Fremont, and Sunol. And obviously I do cover other areas beyond that, but those are the focus areas that I have. I also work on cases that I work on are immigration and healthcare and foreign relations. And the areas that are in the 15th Congressional District go from all the way to Livermore to San Ramon, and then it goes all the way down to Fremont. So the geographical area is obviously very large, and it has, the west side and the east side, which is the mountain that's divided, which would be Hayward is the west side, and obviously Livermore and Pleasanton is the east side. The congressman has a district office in Pleasanton, but we will soon be opening up a satellite office in Hayward, so we'll be more accessible to constituents who do live on the west side. He also has an office in Washington, D.C., obviously. And the difference between the district office and the D.C. office is 2 things. The D.C. office obviously works more on the legislative side of his work, and on the district side, here in the Pleasanton, we work on constituent casework. So what does that mean? What does constituent casework mean? Well, I work on immigration, so obviously if you're having an issue with, let's say, a USCIS agency, you're trying to petition yourself or your family to become legal permanent residents, and they've told you that the average will take about 5 to 6 months, or maybe even a year. And your petition is now past that. It's a year and a half or 2. And you're wondering what's going on, and you keep sending emails to USCIS, and USCIS is United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. And they are not responding. Well, that's where you would come to us, and you would tell us, this is what I'm trying to do for my family, or this is what I'm trying to do for myself. And I'm not hearing anything from USCIS or whatever agency that you're having an issue with. And we will look into what's going on. We have liaisons in various different agencies where we can pull a case and find out if there's any information that's missing or why it's taking so long. We've been pretty successful in the amount of, since I've just started in February, we've been pretty successful in what we're doing in terms of casework. And then in terms of healthcare, if you're having issues with Social Security, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, we obviously don't work on Medi-Cal because that's a county California issue. It's not a federal jurisdiction. But if that's something that you're having an issue with, we obviously do have contacts at the local level with your state representatives or your county representatives who can definitely help with Medi-Cal. But we do work on Medicare and Social Security, SSI. So if you're having a petition for your benefits and you're not getting them, you're not receiving them, or what have you, obviously we act as the conduit between constituents and the agencies. We try to make sure that they're working together, as it is Congressman's goal to make sure that the federal government isn't just this giant bureaucracy that only is basically stamp and paper pushers. We're trying not to make that happen. We're trying to make sure that we're actually working on certain issues that are very important to the community, and that we address them, and that we make sure that we're progressing. So that's what we do on the district.